stream. As you know, this game is Modern Warfare Remastered. And if you don't know how I got this, well, each month PlayStation Plus releases a series of new games. And by series, I really mean like one or two. They'll release, for PlayStation Plus users, they'll release 1 to 2 games. This month was The Witness and Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, let me tell you guys, I've spent past 2 to 4 days ranking up, and I've already gotten to rank 16, so that's good. So yeah, in that time span, I figured out how to do some things. Now, you'll see the lightning bolt points. You can use those to get certain things. Like here, I'll show you. Basically, you'll get like 1 every match.
Well done, Paul. Looks like we got the next Captain Price in our hands here.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you have 2 options. Or no, 3 options, my bad. For the coins. This is without buying. You can get a common supply drop for a Copperhead, Lion Strike, or Arctic Wolf. And with that being said, you can, you buy a 10 piece thing and it'll give you personalization. So for instance, calling cards. You can get calling cards, boot camp. Where's mine at? What's my calling card? Mine is Apparition, and I had the Raven. Emblems, classic. Now I chose the Raven. Just gonna look around a bit. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with the Raven. Raven just looks better. Either way. So, yeah. New game. So, yeah. As you can see, let's see, you got standard character. Let's see. So first thing I did is what I call my turret outfit. Here, I'm gonna switch this over to SAS because I love this Special Air Service, uniform. Versus, don't get me wrong, the Marines have a nice uniform and all. It's just the standard SAS just has a better, with the hood, I like it better. Now, this is what I call my turret class, right? Standard RPD. Let's see if I can get an attachment on this bad boy. I cannot, but that would probably mean... Why is this not working? Why does it never stay? I never get that. Why it never stays. Okay, let's see. Okay, so, I'm gonna just remote explosives. So, if you're not familiar with this, you have your melee class, right? Which is built in to this, right? So, as you can see, the title is what I'm going for. Now, you'll notice that it says lock. This is where you view the collection. I think it's locked. Apparently. Ooh, a sickle. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, you probably recognize this from somewhere but don't know where. This is part of the USSR's thing. Here, hold on, I'll show you. Look. You may recognize it in a second. If I can get it to play nice. No, I can't. There we go. Okay, okay, I think I got it. It's going too far. See? Recognize it. Now imagine a hammer. That was the original symbol of the USSR. Ooh, a sawtooth. I won't lie, that looks badass. What? The diabolical just looks like the title. Title? Diabolical? They look basically the same. What the? Okay, see, this one seems dumb to me, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Yes, because I am so concerned with using a shovel when in combat. Now this is yeah, as you can see, you have a multitude of options for melee class. Now, next up we have my heavy gunner or heavy guns, right? Now, for this one, my perk, not my perk. As you can notice, I'm gonna change that real quick because I don't know. I want something spontaneous, but like I feel like that's just not what I was looking for. You know what I mean? Like I wanted something that popped, but and then this red one. It doesn't look bad, but when I put it on there, I kind of had limited options. And see now, I don't have as limited options. So now this is one I recommend. Okay, so as you can see, I have the what's it called? The smoke grenade. Now you're probably wondering what's the difference between a flash grenade and a smoke grenade. Well, I'll tell you. This right here does not really stun your enemies, per se. Like it does, but not in the same mannerism. Okay, so this one blinds and deafens your target, meaning you know how you get into that phase mode, kind of, when you use a regular grenade? That's what this is. This is a flash grenade. This is what you would typically use. Then you have your stun grenade. Pretty much does the basically the same thing with just like a different color. There's not really much differences there. Now this one, it creates a cloud. It creates a cloud that allows you to escape. Either that, or you can charge into enemy fire like a dumbass. Either way, your preference, not mine. Now, you have kits as well. Now, this is Spec Ops. You'll probably recognize this if you play GTA 5 on the end as the compensator, right? Now, if you don't, well, oof. But, yeah, this is standardized weaponry right here. For your sidearm. Now, this is the famous M1911. You know, the one that's supposedly just as good as a Glock. In the game, it is not, so don't get it. If you're looking at the specs down below, I have this. And if we're ranking it, it's USP, then the 1911, then the M9. Okay, because if you look closely, this outranks all of them. Then this one, you only lose 5% damage, right? Or no, not damage, range. Then this one loses 10% range when you compare it to the USP. Now my goal, although the accuracy on the Desert Eagle is not as good, I've personally used this before in combat, because my friend, you know, died, and I used it. I personally can say this is a really good firearm, right? Because the damage it does and the range outweigh the accuracy. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, that accuracy is not going to be an issue. It's more of a close-up weapon, granted, but you know what? Totally worth it. Next up, you have the 44 Magnum. I think we all recognize this gun, especially if you play Call of Duty, or maybe you play GTA, and you've seen this before. The heavy revolver. Pretty standard, right? And next up, this one. You probably recognize this as a German World War II gun. Or at least that's what it looks like to me. I don't know. see this gun, I'm thinking, okay, this is something Nazis would carry around, right? I don't know if that's just me or whatever, but you know what? It's like, is it just me? Or like, cause it's, to me, it's like the shape of the gun, the way it's built. You know what I mean? Now this one, I have no idea what it is. I've never, this looks very similar to the M9 to me. So, you know. Alright, so next up, we have our sniper system. Now, I don't really like the headgear on this bad boy. I don't like it. It's just weird. But whatever, I chose your standard M21 sniper, and I will always stick with the USP until I unlock the other. What's them call it? Until I unlock the, yeah, the thing. Now, you'll notice I have a silencer on it. That's what it looks like standard, right? That's what it looks like. Wait, hold on, do I have a silencer on that? I want to make sure I have silencers. I should not have an M9. I should have a USP silencer. I'm gonna go for your standard stuff real quick. Okay, now we're gonna go back to sniper real quick. So as you can see, you can add an attachment, which is ACOG. Not really any use for it, but okay. Then you can have your kits. Now they're basically just gonna look all the same, just a bit different, except the ghillie suit, which kind of covers up that stuff. Ooh, kill shot actually looks really nice. Chalk. Fancy. Next up, we have the reticle. Now, you probably wonder why I chose the Caesar reticle. And, frankly, no one would blame you. Honestly, the only reason why I chose it, it's the only one I had. You know, only one I had access to. But, that's fine. Because, you know what? It gets the job done. Now, you'll notice that the M21 is not the only one I had in my option. You also have the M40A3. Now, the M40A3 is, although it's a good gun, don't get me wrong, it's one of those things that, yeah, I wouldn't, no. Okay, let me tell you the problem. Let me tell you the problem with this. Okay, if you read closely in the description, it says bolt action. If you're unfamiliar with what bolt action is, see that little knob right there by the trigger? The one that's looks like a ball that you would that's attached to the gun. You pull it up. It's called the bolt. That's where you put the bullets in, right? Whereas with this one, this is a clip. It's still got a somewhat kind of bolt, but it's not the same. This one is designed for one bullet at a time, right? Whereas with this one, it's semi-automatic, which means you can fire as many shots as you want that are in the clip. Now this, granted, I'd get accuracy and damage. If I'm not a good shot, this M21 is looking pretty good. So it's just good for your amateur sniper. You know what I mean? If you're looking to, like, if you know you're good, this would be okay. Especially if you know how to hide very well. But if you don't know how to hide and know anything like that, M21 is what you're looking at. Now, in my opinion, this right here, either this one or the S-TAC Aggressor. The Aggressor, I saw this and I was like, this is badass. But I'm going to have to go with the D25S. As you know, it's semi-automatic. And how do we get this? How do we get this? Now you'll notice ghillie suits, all this and that. Okay, so I have to be lucky enough to get it. That's pretty much the aim of the game. Next up, we have my combat gear. Now, this is what I typically use. You'll notice that it comes with a gas mask. You know, I don't hate it per se, but I don't like it. So in this one, and I just got a new skin for this too. I used the Freya, right? So this is standard M4 carbine. This is a full auto versus a semi-auto, which is what I could have used. My goal is to make it up to either a G3 or G3 6C or a Lynx, because I actually have been using that in the field. Now I know that's downgrading a bit, but it looks cool. And now this is actually, what is the difference? I don't get why this. Look, this is the longer gun. Okay, that's single fire, full auto. I'm just comparing is all. M4 carbine. Now next up, I'm going to show you some other guns real quick. You have your submachine guns. These are not your good guns. These are what you would keep in the back of storage. Except, once you get down to the P90, the Fang, the PK, you know, a handheld sort. You know what I mean? Like, a couple of these are actually not that bad. This would be a backup gun. We already did snipers. Next up, we have... Let's see, what do we have? You know, while I'm here, I'm going to show you this. Next up is the M60E4. Now, this is way better than the RPD. This is just... The reason why I chose the SAW, this is an old school gun. We're talking World War I kind of. I love this bad boy, because this one brings back memories. Right, you can't replace this one. This one is, like, I know the military did replace it, like the in real life one. They replaced it with something called the IAR, I believe it was. Hold on, let me search that up real quick. Let me just double check real quick. It was... What the heck? Hold on. The... Okay, so let me do my research real quick. Okay. Okay, so the U.S. Army did replace them. Let's see. Okay, so for close combatants, this was replaced. It was replaced by... It doesn't say, hold on. Okay, so from my best guess, they replaced it with the M27 infantry automatic rifle, which is supposed to be like 30 pounds lighter than this in design. So basically it looks more like a think more like an M1 Garand and a SAW if they had a baby. So probably something a little more like this. This is what the IAR kind of looks like, right? It's designed to, you know what I mean? It's designed to pack some heat while still being a lot more light. Now, me personally, I will always prefer this bad boy. It won during World War I, won during World War II. Not to mention, naturally, it's designed, if you look underneath it, by the ammo drum kit. Well, actually, it's a box, not a drum. you'll notice there is an attachment rail, which typically is used to add, a bipod, which if you're unfamiliar with is these two legs that sit under the gun. You can pop them out, sit it on a ledge, and fire it like a turret. This gun, here, I'll show you, because I know there, see the front right here. You'll see two legs. Those are the bipods, or a bipod. It's designed so you can set the gun down and still fire it like a machine gun. So like you have it being able to be carried like a regular gun, or if you are, pinned down, you can set this bad boy up on a ledge, ba-boom, you're good to go. And the best part about this is that, it makes it have the best of both worlds. Okay, so let's see. Next up, you have this, the PKM. Now, let's see. We're comparing stats. This actually looks just about the same as the RPD. So, basically that's what it is. But this is what I'm going for, right? As you can see, like, I want to upgrade a lot. So, next up, actually, hold on. You'll notice in my first perk, I have a weapon attachment. That is because I have a grenade launcher. Now, I wish I could have multiple attachments. But, okay, so let's see. Let's just, out of curiosity, let's see which one would look better. Tactical fighter, hands down. Ooh, better yet, a center mass. Yeah, tactical fighter would look better unless, let me try something. Oh, and this is the new camo I got. As you can see, I like the design. It looks good. The design itself is actually really cool. So, if anything, I'd get this one. Venom. I like Venom. But anyway, so you have your kits. Kits are designed to, add a little flair to your weaponry. So, you have that. Let's see. Deep impact increases damage. This prevents... No, this actually adds on to your explosive weapon damage. So that's good. So, you get your pretty standard package right here. Next up, we have the shotguns. Now, I haven't taken a look at all of them, but as you can see, this is the one I have. This is the most typical one you can use in the field. The W1200. Now, I'm curious about this one because this says it's a fully automatic shotgun, right? So this would be good as a secondary weapon, right? You know what I mean? Like if you're at close range alongside with a sniper. So this paired with a sniper as your primary, or better, this is the main, sniper as a primary. Yeah, I can see you going places with this. Next up is, let's see, you'll notice I have the standard camo on. We're gonna change that real quick because I've got the ability to do so. I'm pretty sure I do anyways. No, I do not. Thought I did. Okay. Okay, well apparently I don't. So we're gonna take a look at these shotgun kits. This one actually looks really cool, the Liquidator. So, but we're here to wait. Let's see. We're gonna take a look at this real quick. See the competitor, really cool. Next up here. let's just yeah, special grenade perks. So as you can see, special grenade perks. This is the ability to have 3 special grenades. Now, this means I can't have smoke grenades. So I have to have flash grenades, which sucks. So, let's see what is if I had my way, you know, it'd be different. But these are all of what I have. So now that you've seen what I have, we're now going to choose a game. Now, at the time I'm playing this, you can scroll down to Weekend Warfare and do Daybreak. I don't know how long Daybreak 24/7 will last. I don't know if this is like a constant thing where they give you double XP to play it. But whatever. And if you're unfamiliar with it, it's basically, if you'll read in the bottom, it says, only Daybreak. Mixture of team deathmatch, domination, kill confirmed, and hardpoint matches. Right? So, you got that. Now, these are basically your party games. But, yeah. So then you have your classic ones. Apparently they call these classic. I don't know why. But these aren't really the classics, are they? So you have your old school free-for-all. Okay, cool. Sabotage, you know, your bomb things. You got headquarters, team tactical, and then cage match. That's a one-on-one. Next on, you got your hardcore ones. These are the best of the best. And you'll notice 5 people are playing in these lobbies. This lobby is 1 to 6 party size, right? Kill confirmed, less than 5 players. Same for search and destroy and headquarters. Now this is where a lot of people get their fun from. You have your team deathmatch, 43%. Prop hunt, 8%. Domination, 8%. Now free for all, you'll notice no matter what, typically will be less than 5% or right at 5%. Because unless they're doing like a promotion like they are for gun game, notice it says double XP. You're not really going to see a lot. So, you know, next up we have kill confirmed and then hard point. Now, gun game, a little over 5 by 1%. That's, see what I mean? Most people are going to gravitate towards team deathmatch because they like, you know, they like playing with their friends. Alright, so as you can see, this is total. This is how many players worldwide are playing. 79% of them are playing in your standard, 8% are playing hardcore, less than 5 are playing classic, and 10% are playing weekend warfare. Okay, so next up, personalization. Now personalization means you have the ability to select the nature of your character. By that I mean you don't really choose the outfit so much as what they look like. Cool. Uh, let's see. These are factions, by the way. You can't really choose. Let's see. Me personally, I don't know. Blot, maybe? Blot looks better to me. Calling cards, I've gotten a new one, apparently somewhere. Now, this one is really cool, but as you can see, my favorite is obviously the SAS. Maybe an American, but you can't deny this right here. Let me tell you, the SAS just, it looks better, right? Let me show you what the Marines got going on, because I think this is the Marines. This is what the Marines got. Woodland SAS. I don't know why this is a thing, because this is the only one you need. Standard SAS. Now I'm going to search up what this is, because I never understood what Op4 is. Because, like, I played it when I was younger. Okay, so according to this, OP4 stands for an opposing force. So that's what it stands for. Military task basically designed to represent the enemy. So basically, this is the fakes. Whereas this is the Spetsnaz. Now, like I said earlier, right there, see that sickle? With the hammer, that stands for working class. The hammer and the sickle. Now, the sickle, if you're unfamiliar with its history, back in the old days, it was actually a farming tool, right? So what they would do is they'd use this, so you hold it by the little handle you'll see on the bottom. So you see the giant curve and then the little handle. This is basically the equivalent of like a harvesting knife. I don't know if that's actually a thing. But you know what I mean. Like if you were to use a knife to harvest, that's what it does. Same concept. You just hack at it, and you don't hack at it from like the from the outside. You see the curved side, right? So the part that curves inwards, you hack at the plant with that, and that's how you use it, right? And then the hammer also represents working class, right? That was the whole point. Because in communism, that's what they believe. They believe, okay, well, everyone's got to work for whatever they do, but in reality, that's not how it works out. Because you have communism and socialism, and there is a difference. Socialism is one step below communism. Just so we're clear, it's not really communism, and no country has ever really reached pure communism. Now, I'll say this as simple as I can. I am not for communism, but on paper, it's not a bad idea. Is it moral? No. But when you think about it and just like hear the idea, it sounds like, okay, this could work. The problem with it is it's not really moral, because the idea is, okay, you have one person who decides everyone gets everything equally, no matter how hard you work or what you do. And that's not really fair, because if you work twice as hard and you get the same payout, that's the gist of it. Right? Not to mention, communist governments can actually decide what you see, what you hear. They can control how you think. Now, granted, the upside of this would be that you're not more than likely going to have revolutions. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to have backlashes in the public's eye. Because, if they do that, they're dead. That's the sad reality of it. So, but back in the old days, socialism was the thing. Okay? And I know now that nowadays almost half of Americans believe socialism is the way to go, which is really scary considering there's this thing called McCarthyism. If you're not familiar with it, the gist of it is that Senator Joseph McCarthy, my bad, I mispronounced that, basically said, if you are accused of being a communist, you can't get a job anywhere, whether it be in Hollywood or wherever. That was pretty much the gist of it. Okay, now, with that being said, most people find, okay, that's not that bad. Wait, what's this? Hold on. Oh, I forgot to show you this. So yeah, cool, real nice. Anyway, so the goal was to eradicate communism, right? Sounds really noble, because back in this was during the days of the Cold War, right? So obviously, U.S. and Russia, or my bad, United Soviet Socialist Republic, translation, the USSR, were at war. Cold War, stalemate, because people are threatening to fire off nukes at each other, and America alone has enough nukes to destroy the world. So add Russia's to that, and we're completely fucked. Like, there's no chance if America fires all their missiles. So I don't think that it would help if Russia added. And also, while we're on the topic of destroying the world, so I kept seeing this thing, right? So I saw this thing on Facebook a couple of times, and it got me thinking. So there's a theory out there that the reason why Mars has no visible proof of life is because that's where we originally lived. And then, when it didn't work out because we fucked up like we're doing now, Adam and Eve, the last two survivors, came over here. They did their thing, and, they were the, you know, that was how that story fits into, basically people thought, okay, we might actually came from Mars. We evolved, yada yada. You get the idea. So there's that. But back to communism, because I was talking about that and I got a little off track. But basically, just as people say, basically everyone gets the same. Now, Canada's system kind of works when it comes to medical issues, but the problem with that is that, like, I have a couple of friends who live in Canada. Okay. Okay, I just needed to set that up real quick. Okay, so the gist of what happened is that people in Canada have what is known as free healthcare. Everyone knows about this. This is very popular. It's a very popular notion. Everyone knows about it. So the question here is, why do people say it work? Well, the problem is people over there say it works, and it does, but at the same time, it doesn't. Like, in my eyes, I think, okay, this could work, because I'm thinking about the old man who can't afford his medication, right? And let's be honest, the insurance companies will not give a shit about you. They won't give a shit about you. They won't give a shit about me when I move out and I have my own. Because right now, I'm not sure if I'm insured or not. Because I done grew up. So, yeah. And the idea is basically, okay, everyone gets free healthcare, but you have to pay more taxes. And I'm thinking, okay, a couple more dollars. I wouldn't mind that if they altered it a bit. So, like, the idea would be this. Basically, hold on a sec. Yeah, there was no way I would survive in that. But either way, that's the idea. Now, you probably wonder why I didn't shoot first. And that's why. Because it keeps happening. Because you'll notice that it glitches out from time to time. Alright, so the idea, communism, is that it works. So let me break down some news for you. The realism of communism is that it's never truly been achieved. Communism is the idea that there's no government and everyone just shares out of the goodness of their hearts. Right? Sounds actually like a pretty nice utopia, but the reality of it is that, when you boil it down to what it is, leaders like Kim Jong-un, and I believe it was Vietnam, right? Because didn't they just get liberated? Let me check that real quick. Okay, I am unclear because they gave mixed results. They said, okay, they're communist, but they're trying to work towards a better tomorrow kind of bullcrap. Okay, so either way, the idea is basically in communism, not socialism. Communism, basically one person has all the power, kind of like a monarchy. You could think of it as a monarchy, right? And the only difference is that, you know, the realism is that that there's no parliament, and then again, that's a constitutional monarchy. Ooh, X-ray vision. That's dope. Wonder what that gets me. Probably nothing. Either way, so the idea is basically well, at least I didn't die because oh heck yeah. He let his guard up. He let his guard up, that's all I'm gonna say. And apparently so did I, because I decided boom. See what I mean? Gotta be fast, gotta have them happy trigger hands. What was that? Y'all saw that, right? Like, that's... You'll notice that when you play this game, that... Yeah, there's no way I'm winning. But as you can see... Yeah, there's no way to win unless you've studied the system. But, yeah, that's, okay, so as you can see, those are my final scores. So yeah, communism and socialism. Differences, I'm gonna sum it up now because I'm tired of talking about it. Is that, oh shit, nope. Backing out of that right now. I am not trying to do Winter Crash. That is a shitty map. Not as bad as a Blitz map, but might as well be. So basically, communism is a dictatorship, whereas socialism is governmentless. Anarchy. That's the best way I could describe it. Meaning, you would have no one running the government. There wouldn't be really any government. And in theory, like, it could work, they say. But the reality of it is that on paper it's good. But the reality of it is it's immoral. It's not moral. It's immoral. That's the truth. And the reason why is because you can't just go stealing from people, right? So that's the sad truth. Now, let's talk about some other stuff. You're probably wondering what the SAS is. And if you weren't paying attention before, SAS stands for, well actually, hold on. I'm positive it stands for Special Air Service, but I could be wrong, and I'm going to double check that. So we're going to type it in, S. Okay, that stands for... Yes, I am correct. It stands for Special Air Service. This is an elite unit of British Special Ops. So, yeah. Now, why this guy only has one is beyond me, but does not matter. It is what it is. Now, the depot. You'll notice you have a couple of options. Now you have the 3x3x3 bundle. So,
be?
this is, you can buy rare supply drops. I don't know how you purchase COD points, except using this map packs. Variety map pack, pre-order Call of Duty, but okay, just saying, this is for all y'all. Buy the original game first. If you're gonna buy anything, buy the original game. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, private match. Game setup. We're not doing bog. Broadcast. Oh, I have to pay for that? Okay. Shouldn't have to pay for that, but okay. Let's see. We're gonna do... Okay. Crossfire. We're gonna do shipment. Um, I did not. Okay, so we're gonna do team deathmatch. Options. Unlimited. Now we'll be given 30 minutes. Pre-match timer. 1 minute. Disabled. Once you're on a team, you're on a team. Spectating. Free. I'm just gonna knock these down a bit. It'll just make it easier. More fun. So... let's see. Suicide penalty. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's just... I don't care anymore. Hardcore mode. Nah. Health. Normal. Let's just... we're gonna leave a bunch of stuff. Custom classes. Unrestricted. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna save this as... TDM1. So as you can see, options, customized, friendly bots. We're gonna max it out 17 till we get about an even number, right? As you can see. Now, private match will enhance. Ooh. See, now for private matches, I can do whatever, basically the hell I please. For this, well, for the most part anyways. So we'll have that attachment. What do I want? It'll help me. Oh, you can't add kits though. That's trash. That's gay. Which is, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm bi, so I'm gonna crack the joke anyways. By the way, so, just so you guys know, for those of you who like get offended, Or some bullshit like that. Just saying. Get a life. Okay, like, you can do better. Okay. Let's do this. Here, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna take a look. Ooh. This is a really good one for sniping, but... Okay. Ah. So the reason why I'm looking at these guns is just, you know... Yeah, just, Okay, so we can do basic classical. We can do any classical. Okay, so no reticle. Ah, damn, I thought it let me too. So as you can see, we're gonna go to the firing range. As you can see, very powerful, very effective, especially in combat. So we lace that. Okay, next up is... Yeah. Come on, pushing it, pushing it. Fuck. What the? Oh. Okay, so next knife. The watermelon. Alright. So next, we're gonna start the game afterwards. So we're gonna start the game, and we're gonna do a private match, and I'm gonna hone in on my skills, my dudes. Okay, so I'm going to be special air service. I just love it. Alright, so as you can see, we got the countdown. Now, I decided to do this just for fun, you know. You know, depending on how I did it. I did this, but this is the thing. I just realized this is what I call the Blitz map. Now, you're probably wondering why I call it this. Well, I'll tell you. When I'm playing online with other like in multiplayer, right? When I'm playing with other random players, you'll have this thing called, you know, shipment, which is what I'm playing now. This is the map that I'm currently playing. The downside of it is that you die too quickly. Now I don't know how it will be for for me. So we'll just have to wait and see. Ah. Oh, once you... So, okay. Okay. So I've got helicopter support. As you can see, Blitz map. Think you guys understand why it's called the Blitz map now? It's called the Blitz map. It's called the Blitz map because you know, this is kind of how the normal session would go down. I'm not even joking. This is like with regular players. Alright, let's see what we've got here. As you can see, we're just being dandy here. Being nice and dandy. What? I was hitting the melee button. Okay. I just want to point out, you know, I am not lagging out. Let that sink in. I don't get why I keep saying not available after I earn it. That must be a glitch. So, as you can see, Blitz map, like I said, it's the Blitz map. The only map where it doesn't matter what happens, you do not stand a chance of survival. Now, you can see why I nicknamed this the Blitz map. Because, yeah. Please tell me I got afterlife. Let's see. Oh, we got an enemy helicopter. I guess this. Done. Not my proudest moment, but okay. I got him back. Oh, I got this, son of a bitch. These motherfuckers like popping some frags, don't they?
Enemy UAV is airborne. Enemy helicopter inbound. Helicopter support standing by.
Another one? You can see why I call this the Blitz. I mean, there's reasons why they're called the Blitz. I call it the Blitz. Like, I knew I was gonna die. Why did I even do that? So the goal is to get as many points as you can, as many as you want. And, you know, they're hiding in the center. Just terrific. I love how it takes time to cock. Cause that's what I need is. I love how they're dropping nukes left and right, but I haven't been able to. It won't let me. See what I mean? Like, here I am trying to knife, and it will not let me. A bunch of. See what I mean? Like, what the fuck? This is not a good gun to be switching to. Oh yeah, because that's totally fair. They get so much ordnance. You know what?
Enemy helicopter inbound.
Fuck this. Switch over to M4 carbine. Much faster, quicker, more flexible. As you can see, I work better with a carbine than I do anything else. In fact, like, At least I did an afterlife kill. See, it's a blitz map. This is why you should steer clear of it. But if I can survive and increase, as you can see, I've got a lot of characters playing. Oh, this. What the fuck? I just knifed him and it did shit. Okay, that is total crap. I gotta learn to survive better. Yeah, bitch. Fuck. I didn't grab it in time. No, I want a saw, bitch. Saw. Yeah, it's unrealistic, just so you guys know. I'm throwing something, alright. As you can see, the goal is to last as long as can be. We're gonna cut it short. We're gonna cut it short. As you can see, that's why it's called the Blitz map. I mean, granted, there were probably more players than usual, but Yeah. Okay, so as you can see, that match went over actually really well. So summary of it was, it was designed to give us a look at things we normally wouldn't use. Now for assault rifles. I'm gonna go with the... What? Okay, you know what? It's gonna be hell for them. Now, this next game setup... Yeah, let's do that. Short time. Alright, let's do this. So, obviously, SAS. I am partial to the SAS. So, as you can see, we've decreased the time and watch and learn, basically. It's the gist of what we're gonna do. Now, as you can see, I decided to go with the dragon skin. That's what I forgot to change, the time. You know. And I just realized this will be actually really good for me, as I'm pretty sure I don't need internet to do private matches. Five, four, three, two, one. Here we go. What did I tell you? Blitz match already. I've got a ticking time bomb set off. Wait. Wait. Here. That's the best way to hit. Let this start fucking rotating. Damn, damn, damn. I've set it up so when I die, I pop a grenade.
We're about to win this one. Keep up the fire. Enemy UAV is airborne. Airstrike standing by.
Almost done.
Our UAV is on.
Switch over to Desert Eagle. Because I'm feeling lucky. I gotta learn to master the pistol too.
Airstrike standing by. Time's almost up.
Screw it. I don't have time to wait. Where are you at?
Enemy UAV is airborne. Enemy helicopter inbound.
Gotta be worth my weight. And if I can't fight with a pistol, I can't fight with anything.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
Well, I gotta say, that was a wonderful match. Alright, so we're gonna leave this lobby. Alright, okay, so that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and make sure you search up the stuff I talked about today as well, because, you know, that stuff actually did happen. You know, a lot of good information in there. Little history lesson. I know it ran a little long, but hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful weekend. Or weekday, depending on when you watch this, whatever. Hope you have a wonderful day in general. Hope you have a wonderful week. Bye. Okay.